Hi. I wanted to talk to you guys about something. It may be hard to understand this, especially because the mainstream media and all forms of mainstream media are always talking about war, death, and all this kind of stuff. But if you go to your neighbor, they don't want to go to war. You go to your other neighbor, they don't want to go to war. They just want to live their lives. I want to explain this to you so you guys understand. There is an equal, because everything is balanced, remember, there is an equal amount of negativity in the world as there is positivity. There's an equal amount. Everything equals out to zero. All the positive, all the negative. It can't any other way. So what you need to realize is, for people who are like, the universe is out to get me, or all this bad stuff keeps happening to me, if you stay in that mindset, then absolutely you will attract. It's the law of attraction. What you put out into the universe, you get back. So this is why some people are always just completely stuck on, I don't know, just the negativity in the world, you know? When in reality, if you slowly, and I've been talking for a long time about that you're not your thoughts, and change how you act with your thoughts, and that we are only intentions and actions. That's all that we're responsible for. We're not responsible for thoughts. And when you realize that, and the reason I say that, guys, is because, like, if I get a thought in my head, right, and I acknowledge it and then I start thinking about it, where did that original thought come from? Right? You got to start working on focusing on your ability to handle things, really. As somebody who has grown up and dealt with mental illness his whole life, which I have, I am in complete control of my thoughts now. And what you put out there, you get back. It's a law of attraction. The real law of attraction. So if you shift your focus from all this negative bullshit and you start going into the positive realm of things, you'll find that it's easier, and you'll notice more. See, all the good is out there for the people who just focus on the bad and the angry and we gotta fight these people. The good is always out there, and if you look for it and you find it, you can live in it, and then it will manifest in your life. And it's that simple, right? All this talk about manifesting money, that's not the real law of attraction. That's not. But I wanted you guys to know that if you're the kind of person who's in a negative, perpetual mental cycle, stop it. In fact, I'd like to share something with you. When I was trying to get my thoughts under control and I was going through my mental issues and everything, one of the doctors I was talking to handed me a book and said, read it and let me know what you think. It wasn't a full book, but it had the information that I'm going to tell you. He handed me some, it was basically some papers about a guy named Albert Ellis. He was a psychologist, not 100 years ago. Kind of recent, more like the 60s, 70s, who developed a method called REBT. And this method that he created trains your mind on how to process thoughts and how to handle conversations and reactions. And it's fantastic. Look into Albert Ellis, REBT, if you're the kind of person who's, you know, depressed because of how the world is, or you just can't see the beauty in it because you're so focused on the... Look up his work. So just a couple thoughts, guys. Remember, you are going to live in whatever your mind continues have you live. If you're in hell, you're going to continue to live in hell. If you work on yourself and you just stop just sitting there and waiting for a miracle, just get up, look at his information, Albert Ellis, REBT, start training your thoughts into the positive. Now, sometimes we do have to go back into the negative because we got to, obviously, for me, with my work at least, with the astrotheology, I've got to go into the world and approach people who are not as developed mentally, spiritually, as is. But guys, you live in what you make of it. Why wouldn't you rather be happy, see all the beauty in the world? Once you're able to see the beauty, because most people are trained in the negative. Most people are trained in the negative because of the media and everything. All they ever show you is war, people getting killed, and things of that nature. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. Start going to like Gaia, for example. And I've heard people talk about Gaia too, by the way. I've heard rumors about it. But to be honest with you, they're the best out there that's putting anything out there right now. Until the light system goes public, which I'm trying to make happen. Anywho, guys, please look into this guy, okay? You have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain, okay? Because I know that the kind of stuff that I talk about is basically going at war with religion and things like that. And I know you guys are already in fight or flight mode when you watch my videos about that. But if you guys could work on yourselves a little bit better, it'll improve all your relationships. And if you ever have any questions, you can email me and I'll reply. I'll reply to all of you. Into the Rabbit Hole series at gmail.com. So thank you guys. Try living in peace and love and harmony, and then I promise that'll just keep replicating itself and you'll have no desire to go back to the other way.